I'm Diane Sayre, and I am a member of the National LaRouche slate. I'm running for Congress in the 5th District in New Jersey. I'm here in Manhattan, where an associate and I just attended the Nuclear Energy Institute's press briefing to Wall Street. And this is a very sorry state of affairs, that we have a president of the United States who is so anti-science that he says things like, put more air in your tires in order to save money on gasoline, or give speeches saying we don't need fancy new fusion energy, why we can just insulate all of our abandoned buildings and we won't have to do any new building at all. So the topics of discussion, unfortunately, were all couched in terms of monetarism and cost, with absolutely no vision for the future. In fact, they admitted that there are only 5 plants being brought online in the United States right now. That's all that are planned. The president of Westinghouse was speaking of 10 plants, and those aren't the only ones, but that Westinghouse is involved in building in China. So you really see the absolute lack of vision or plan for the future in the United States. I was able to ask a question and referenced the fact that the second law of thermodynamics was a fraud. If you look at the development of the biosphere, life has gone from being less energy dense to more energy dense, and therefore people who proposed going from a nuclear powered economy back to solar panels and windmills are in effect proposing that mammals would go back to being like reptiles. And I asked the speaker if he would actually have thought about what would be the needs of the United States if we were to abandon this crazy course of shutting down consumption and actually have an economy where we wanted to have modern high-speed rail, we wanted to build major infrastructure that could withstand extreme weather, and if money were not an object. And he was absolutely stunned by the question, and many people in the room started laughing happily. It was the only moment when the actual question of scientific progress was raised, and a number of people afterwards told me that they had never before considered the difference between reptiles and mammals, and that this was very interesting in terms of human economy and human energy. But it does underscore the fact that from the United States right now, there is absolutely no leadership in scientific progress, that the mentality of our political leaders from Obama on down, including this cast of crazy Republicans, have actually no plan for the future. One of the people I spoke with said it was striking that the United States actually, at least on the political level, there is no plan for future needs, whether it's transportation, energy, water, whatnot. And that is a very sad and embarrassing place for the United States to be, and it will lead to the extinction of the human race. So, as watchers of this website know, and LaRouche has been extremely clear on, the first urgent step is the removal of Barack Obama from office now, before the elections. There is no one running on the Republican side who would be any kind of suitable replacement, and we have to change course and orient the economy of the United States to the future.